Hey guys, Tyler here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance of Defiance. Today spawning in the south, we have first CN as US forces, and his loadout is infantry. Oh, straight away locking that in. Teaming out them is Muno as the Brits, who has Royal Artillery, advanced emplacements, and special weapons. Against them in the north, we have Scotch as OKW, straight away locking in Spear Cops. And Cheetah Bastard, this is Crossfire as Ostheer, and his loadout is Jaeger Infantry, Assault Support, and Jaeger Armor. So we see an early tank trap down for CN, just running straight to the fuel here to get that tank trap up and running. Interesting, he doesn't take cover behind it, but he wants to maintain control of the building. Machine gun coming in behind this. Meanwhile, we've got some shenanigans down here. Stone Pioneers trying to play a little bit of peekaboo around the line of sight blockers here. Oh, in terms of ranks, random team here. CN is rank 1 US Forces, random 2s, and Muno is rank 50 or so as random 2s as Brits, but it's actually rank 4 random team as US Forces, so a very competent player. And this is the rank 4, I think, Axis Arranged team, so should be a good match. CN making some good maneuvers here with his rifleman, constantly forcing this MG42 to reposition. Meanwhile, Stone Pioneers taking a wee bit of damage here, but still hanging on to the fuel in this territory very effectively is Scotch. Ponies do get out of there alive. 42 has backpedaled a good chunk and finally has to jump out of that building. It's taken too much damage, but the fuel is in control for the allies. He's now fighting, trying to get the squad out of the building. Only one window in this direction, so they can't afford to kind of stand up there and shoot into the building. Oh, grenade tech early from Muno. Might help in all these like heavy cover fights. Pretty well dodged though from Scotch. Second one also pretty well dodged. These squads getting very low. Maybe hanging in here for slightly too long. Taking a little bit too much damage on those squads. And once they drop to like 2 models, the DPS is just not that impressive. Might as well back out so you're not losing the engagement so badly. And for CN, we're going to see the captain coming out. So 3 rifles into captain. Sometimes you see 4, but it's going for a more conservative build. A lot of people do worry about the bleed on 4 rifle style of builds. But pretty even split of the map though. We actually see a decap there from CN, got onto the cutoff. So maybe a little bit of a fuel edge for the allies. But as I say that, maybe they're about to lose the fuel themselves. Looks like we're going to see another assault from Muno pushing in to the city area of the map. It's a tough nut to crack, this one, especially with all these sandbag positions. Scotch just trying to maintain control of the building, waiting for his reinforcements to arrive. He does have quite a few squads into the middle. Maybe he's branching out to the left here. G42 has pushed quite far forwards. Riflemen have to retreat. But here comes the captain. That's going to bump up his firepower. Also goes for a reasonably early ambulance, which will delay his A half-track slightly, but maybe that's his plan. Going for an early ambulance without a 4th rifle, so he gets that early healing online. Using that 4th rifle manpower for the fast healing. See how it pans out for him. will lead to overall more manpower, you know, as the game progresses. And Scotch coming back out onto the right side. Another neutralize on the cutoff, but it's not really cutting anything off at this stage. Oh, that was a late retreat. And a lucky escape. Very, very lucky. Easily could have been a wipe. Coming in here for a bit of a push with the SWS. Actually, he's also pushing in behind this. There's a grenade. Doesn't connect with anything really. CN has kind of retaken this. Oh, and the SWS goes down. Looks like it got focused by the Tommies. Oh, speaking of Tommies going down. One, there we go. Finally bites the dust this time. Captain coming over to support here though. And that's going to allow the Allies to stand strong on this right hand side. It looked like Muno was going to lose this eventually. But with the extra support, it's starting to get overwhelmed and did knock out the SWS, which is not free anymore, remember, so Scotch paying the price for coming in with that truck push. Ended up losing it. It's one thing, you know, those Tommy rifles, they do so much damage. So when they're shooting at a large target size, such as a light vehicle, they can really spit some massive damage out. They don't have to worry about missing so much. Here comes another SWS. We have some healing up. Crossfire.
Scout car has arrived.
222 coming in. Crossfire, but so is the A half track. Generally you want your 222 out about a minute maybe before the A half track. So that's kind of bad news. Not like he could have built it that much earlier as well. As you can see here, he's at his limit for fuel. So perhaps the Allies have had superior fuel control. Oh, he's going hunting for the A half track straight away. The threat of the Faust nearby, hoping to get a kill. But generally the A half track does win those engagements. Well, basically always does. Can almost take on two 222s at once.
The enemy is
You might
overrunning
correct
one of our
correctly.
capture points.
Big push out from Scotch on the right hand side, but CN has come out to this undefended left hand side, getting it under control, going for a double support weapon play here. Back out, followed up by an AT gun. Looking to settle into a more static game. He's going to have access to the M1919s now. Just going to help him in those long range firefights. Okay, big old push. We actually see the 5-man upgrade from Muno. Which is kind of interesting. He went for like a reasonably fast tick. Didn't get a fast Bofors out or anything. And then goes to the 5-man upgrade a little bit later. Maybe he was worried about Scotch rushing a light vehicle, but obviously because he lost his truck that was heavily delayed. So he doesn't have to worry about that too much. But yeah, unusual. Looks like he did end up rebuilding that last squad. Hey, half-track took a pack shot, had to get out. Slowly. The player is working his way onto that left-hand side, but Muno with the big firepower, also pushing back nicely. So basically, throughout this game, you know, territory has been changing hands left and right on the fuel almost simultaneously throughout the match. Line's going off there. So Packowie dodging it well. This Crossfire.
We are losing a sector.
Oh, there we go. Spots the MG in the middle. I imagine that's going to be the next target for the Packhowitzer. Or maybe not. Doesn't even last that long. Sections coming in from the side. There's the AT gun. Quite a defensive position on it at the moment. Next to the Packhowitzer. Looks backing away though. Oh, squad coming forward for the AT grenade. Just doesn't get in range though. Nice control of the 222, avoiding that damage. He's trying to hold the line, but yeah, without no AT gun. Oh, he cancels the AT gun. Only one squad available with snares, which has been forced off. Basically, cannot hold this right hand side any longer. Oh! Oh man! Nice positioning there from CN. Bit of AA half-track damage combining with the anti-tank gun. Actually knocks out the looks, and it barely did anything. That was like a super late looks from Scotch. And then he just loses it basically straight away. Unfortunate. Axis getting off to a bit of a tough start. Do have Uno completed its company command post, so could get a medium tank out in short order as long as the fuel control is strong for the allies. So Scott's going for a Raketen. Which maybe suggests that we're going to see a walking Stuka next. Stuka would be nice against the US Forces team weapons. Otherwise that Packout is going to be very, very strong. Of course, can always, following the walking Stuka, just lean on the command Panther instead of ticking.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And there goes the rifleman there. Oof.
The Scharfschütze has arrived.
Oh, nice dodge on the infiltration grenades there. Very well done by Muno. Oh, even the re-echelon at M1919 actually wiped the MG34 right there. A half-track returning to action. Back wheeling its way up to fight it off. And we're seeing a mortar pit going down. Very far forwards though, close to the middle, behind the sight blocker however.
Enemy got one of our squads.
Ooh. Section went down to a mine, I'm imagining. It's his own fault, doesn't even have a sweeper on this. Run over like maybe 3 or 4 mines to this point. Nice play from Scotch. Oh. Switch targets on the re-echelon. Oh, does so, but a little bit too late, and now actually a kind of mid-game sniper from Crossfire. Ooh, look at that Packowie on a town. And we are seeing Jaeger armor. No real surprises there. This is full meta action from the Axis. Stolen MG34 getting busy here. And these 5-man Tommies starting to overwhelm. Stuka targeting them. It looks like he's going for a dodge. Ooh, it's the Vickers. And because these squads were running around, didn't manage to overpower the Axis infantry here. And it looks like the Vickers is going to fall into Scotch's hands there. So nice opening barrage on the walking Stuka. Exchange machine guns. Sniper really helping out here.
The territory is out
Been
of contact.
having trouble holding on to the territory. Oh, but he does manage to sneak his way onto the cutoff once again.
The HQ has been upgraded. Medium armor
Does
and
have
rocket
the
artillery is
Major
now
and
M7B1
just about enough fuel for a Sherman.
ready for action.
You did see Centaur briefly in production for Muno, I
Units are now
believe.
ready to use Anvil defensive drills and tactics.
Looks like he's cancelled that. Oh, just briefly
The
think
enemy
about a
have
second
destroyed
pit.
forward emplacement.
Then cancels that.
An emplacement is being
Kissin
attacked.
opening up on the mortar pit. Oh man, he waits a long time before activating the brace. Takes a lot of health damage. That could go down here if he's not careful. Pops an incendiary grenade in there. Hoping for it to do the damage once the brace wears off. 3, 2, 1.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
And I think it's going to go down. Yeah, there we go. Nice timing from
Emplacement has been
Scotch.
destroyed.
Finds a window of opportunity there. Oh, squad down. The sniper. It looks like the captain also dropped both of his weapons as he went down there, the bar and the M1919. Squad's now got 2. Squad coming over to collect the bar. So at least the weapons didn't fall into the enemy's hands, but not ideal for CN, losing the captain there. Gone for a fuel cache as well, interestingly enough.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Looks like this push coming to a halt. 9 kills on that sniper already. I think it's only been on the field for like 2.5, 3 minutes, so good kill count on it today. Ooh. Narrow escape there, but does get away. That does seem like the Allies have had superior fuel control to this point. Barrage targeting the pack carrier. Nice dodge from CN though. You can see that rank 1 2v2 dodging skill in full effect there. Back out to one of the juiciest targets. So dodges with that. Did pop the flares for that as well, so it was a bit of a giveaway of what was getting targeted. A half-track trying to knock out the pack before it can knock it out. Gets out of the line of sight there before pack can get the second shot off. Here comes the Sherman. Pack low as well. Sherman on HE gets a good hit on the Grenadiers.
Has arrived.
Second pack coming in from Crossfire. Oh boy, Raketen snuck forwards and actually knocks out the A half-track there.
Not let up. The enemy still has
Infiltration
3
grenades
under
forcing some retreats.
Infantry attacking in force! Field promotion!
Just trying to juke it out close range. Oh, close range grenade. We're actually seeing Muno go straight for a Churchill. It's very hard to kill, and we see Scotch go for a Puma at a very unusual timing. I wonder if that was a misclick, because it's not going to help too much in these tank fights. And I thought for sure he'd be saving for the Panther command tank. The Sherman honest, but I mean against the Churchill it's really not going to have much success. So much health, so much armor. Oh, but against the Sherman, here we go. Main gun credit, oh my god. Late reaction from CN, maybe getting baited in there. Very unusual. wouldn't expect him to lose in that scenario. Just, I'm not sure why he was so far forwards with it, but there you go. So, proving me wrong. Puma getting the kill, but I do feel like it was an unusual choice. Another mortar pit going up in the middle. Let's see if he can defend this one a little bit more effectively. Still basically, you know, 2 1v1s for most of this. Don't see too many crossovers and the units going from side to side. Grenade tick there from CN, not a bad option once you've got full M1919s. Barrages, you know, pretty medium. Only really useful for countering static buildings and whatnot. So try and target both the packouts and the mortar pit, having some moderate success. Oh, that is 3 anti-tank guns. Churchill takes a lot of damage. Okay, we're having some precision barrage called in on these anti-tank guns. Ooh, they get away, but on a very low amount of health. I believe that's... Oh, 222 goes down. Oh, Puma! Nice attack ground through the smoke from CN. Yeah, I believe this artillery is the same as like the mechanized artillery. The WC-50 monkey correlate. Not that you see it too often these days anymore, but quite powerful, comes in quite quickly. As you saw there. Okay, we're seeing a Brumbeer coming in from Crossfire. Trace grenades, well dodged. You know, well on top of those grenade dodges so far. Now looks like it's going to escape. Allies once again in control of the double fuel. Mortar pit has been upgraded with the armor, so now won't take any damage from small arms. Ooh, and the mortar pit getting some big hits in there. Starting to make an impact in this match. Oh, he's even got an M1919 on the Major, which will go down here. There it goes. Doesn't drop his weapon at least. I feel like most of the time when I see somebody equip the Major with weapons, it doesn't work out for them. Oh, speaking of not working out. Opportunities look like they're about to go down, but do escape. And here comes the Brumbeer, backed up by double packs. He's going to have to be on his toes. He's going for a Jackson. Once again, semi-targeting the mortar pit as well as adjacent units. There's some damage in there, but not that much in terms of kills or experience. Churchill still holding the line, backing this up with the Firefly now. Okay, here comes the Jackson. That's going to be invaluable. Find the Brumbeer. Oh, nice grenade. Wow. So we see Muno kind of push a little bit more into the mid and the left. Gotta be careful he doesn't stray too far away from his mortar pit and end up losing it so easily again.
is ready to give someone a bloody nose.
Wow, a mortar half-track from CN. Don't see those too often since they got nerfed. So auto-fire and then got nerfed. Still a reasonable option, and you don't even need veterancy to get the white phosphorus barrage. Can be very powerful. You're facing like team weapon spam like this. Got the white phosphorus barrage on them. Having trouble outmaneuvering the packs, combining with the 222's excellent line of sight. Meanwhile, it seems like Scotch is really struggling against Muno. Stuka barrage. Good barrage that time. Gets a few model kills, damages heavily the Firefly. A little bit of damage on the mortar pit once again. That was an excellent barrage. Gets to Vet 1 with it. Vet 1 with actually almost... He basically gained a whole level of veterancy with that. Very impressive. Going to be at Vet 2 very shortly, which is where he wants to be. Imagine if he didn't go for that Puma. I suppose maybe Sherman wouldn't have died, but would have had the Command Panther by now. Another cash down, munitions this time from CN as well as the fuel, so he's very heavily invested. Caches also has side ticked to the lieutenant, maybe he wants access to a 50 cal. Here comes the Brumbier, Jackson in the back. There's the mortar half-track fire, shooting at the middle at the moment. Oh, that's going to be a big pack Howie shot. That thing is so strong. Oh! Oh! And Lieutenant goes down. Barely been on the battlefield for a minute. Maybe he takes him out in the low health building. Scotch Bell on top of that grenade dodge. Axis do seem to be hanging on a lot more effectively now. See Crossfire going for a Werfer now. Continue to apply that indirect fire pressure. There's another walking Stuka barrage. Decent barrage. He had 8 kills before this, now up to 12, so another 4. Does hit Vet 2 with that, very important. Both the cooldown bonuses now, so should be popping off barrages extremely rapidly from here on outwards. And we're seeing a Scott from CN. White phosphorus barrage coming in, but pretty well dodged. Not really hitting anything too relevant right now. And here comes the Command Panther for Scotch. Could this be the turning point for the Axis? We now have superior indirect fire in the forms of 2 pieces of rocket artillery. We do have, you know, double mortar pits though. That's nothing to be sneezed at. As well as pack outser, a Scots, and a mortar half-track. So Allies do have that kind of sustained indirect fire, whereas the Axis have it in bursts. And generally bursts are better, but we'll see how it plays out. The packs forcing away the Jackson. Firefly front and center also trying to force away the Command Panther. It's a good hit in there. Allow the snare. Oh, squad might go down here. Close call. Oh man, that
Knocked out.
Does it in fact lose it? But yeah, the Rakitten also goes down. Oof, bit of friendly fire there from the Churchill. One Panther did have to back away. Oh, that's the heat barrage from the pack howitzer. Kitten does get recruit. Oh, the pack howie chunking. Oh man, Scotch has to abandon ship. Stuka targeting the mortar half track there, unusual. Maybe he tried to cancel as well. Looks like around 2/3 of the rockets ended up going through. Second Churchill for Muno. Let's have one heavy engineer. Do with the second. Churchill just pushing forwards, not really that scared of the Panther, but the double packs in the back, that's a little bit scarier. Drop the precision barrage, hoping to catch the Panther as a back pedal, but Scotch way well on top of that, dodges it easily. And this is where the battle really starts to settle into a grind. Allies do have a decent VP deficit at this point though, about 100 behind, so
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
he is watching. Oh man, that Scott just got so many kills. Maybe there was a mortar pit as well, or maybe it was even the pack howitzer. Either way, look at all those bodies on the floor. Oh, and those packs getting bombarded by all this indirect fire.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
MBN here doing some good work though. Here comes the Firefly. And the Jackson. Stuka targeting. I think it's going along this line here. Ooh, that was a good one. Akawi loses all its veterancy, which is a shame. It was, you know, bit 3 with 20 something kills. A lot of repairs required on Muno's tanks at the moment. So he hasn't got a repair upgrade on a second engineer yet. Oh, they're chasing the Sherman off. Jackson rotated around to support, but unnecessary, already pulled back. I haven't seen much from this Werfer so far. It's ready to fire again. Oh, Rakitten's pushing right the way forwards, looking for the kill on the mortar pit. Leading the charge, soaking the damage. Firefly in the back. Getting the big hits in. Here comes the Jackson now as well. Oh, penetrates too. Stuka dive bomb, looking to finish off the mortar pit, driving right next to it with his Firefly as well. Could be a bit risky, might take a bit of splash damage. Brace. Lessening the damage so it barely does anything here. Comes the, oh, this could be the end of it though. Somehow, no. Somehow survives, but maybe not for long. Brumbier with a bunker busting barrage. Both the mortar pits look likely to go down. No, the Brumbier had to give up its barraging. And in comes a Sherman, big play here from the Allies, going after the double packs which are vulnerable. Sherman in the back lines with the disruptive play, going for the Werfer here. Does get it. Now going for maybe a little bit of crush, a little bit of base kill. Hoping to get a couple more squads with that daring play. Churchill still in the danger zone, still just being an immovable force. Oh, and he takes care of a Rakit in there. If they can mop up all these decrew team weapons, that was a big push for the Allies. Getting some revenge for all those dead mortar pits. Firefly in the back. Command Panther, got to be careful. Yeah, maybe about quarter health, but there's a lot of health left. I'm not sure what is. Oh. Crossfire going to go for next. Command Panther's still making itself felt on the battlefield. For those long-range shots, thanks to its crazy good line of sight. Oh, it looks like the packs are getting recruited here. So the Allies didn't manage to knock them out, which is unfortunate. They did steal away that one Raketin, but if they took out both the packs as well, they would be in such a strong spot. They will live to fight another day. Nice bit of teamwork here, repairing up his allies' mortar pit once again. And VPs haven't ticked too far either way since the last update. Nexus have lost a few, but still in the lead.
Has destroyed our forward position.
Be building another pit there and then cancelled it. No, he's going for a forward assembly. Good choice. Close to the middle.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Being able to reinforce from that really helps you hold on to this middle VP and that forward reinforcement point. And can repair up his placements with it if he upgrades it. That was a big walking Stuka barrage. Oh, that's actually a fresh walking Stuka. I didn't even notice it. Did the other one go down to the Sherman as well? Maybe it went down on that big Sherman push. Either way, that one already there won after just one barrage, I believe. They're about to collide. Get a little bit far back here to contribute. Double Shermans coming in on a flank here. Scotch pulling back to help his teammate out. Oh, Pack's in a nice spot here though. Fresh Pack for Crossfire. This one goes down though to the indirect fire. Comes the Brumbear back again. Jackson did pull back. Still gets one shot off, misses however. And the pack does get recruited by the Pioneers. Nice recovery there. Oh, the mortar pit going to town. Always knocks out that pack there. Sherman's coming back in, going after the pack once more. Sensing the weakness. Decryl once again. Panther back for repairs at the moment. Churchill's going back in, going after that extremely low pack. Ooh, don't quite get the kill there. Still chasing in. Oh, and there goes Decrude. Here comes the Command Panther, fully repaired, or just about. Blitzing over. Just on the back foot until they get that elephant out. Struggling to deal with the massive amount of tanks. Stuka dive bomb on the M1. There's another walking Stuka barrage. Not too bad. Had 4 kills before, still only 4. A bit more veterancy on it though from the vehicle damage. There's a precision barrage. Ooh, decruise the pack once again. Get recruit. Gets decruit again though. I mean, that weapon health is extremely low. Will get destroyed. Might want to repair that if he gets the chance. And he's currently occupied pairing up that command panther again. It doesn't quite get around the side of the MG there. Might be able to do before he gets pinned though. No. There's the Vet 3 MG42 after all. Man, so much indirect fire. You can see him just running around trying to avoid all the shots. Gets them neutralized. MG locking down the VP on the right hand side for the allies.
An anti-tank gun has taken the field.
Got the pushing forwards. That Vet 2 got that slight armor bonus now. Another dive bomb on the mortar pit.
Just a gun crew.
Vickers goes down, stolen Vickers. But yeah, it doesn't even do much damage at all, and now the advanced emplacement or assembly and repair it up. Targeting. Ooh. Decent barrage there, almost knocks out both those engineers. Churchill's just slugging it out. So much health, so hard for the Axis to kill them without that elephant. Oh man, the precision barrage, and they're doing the big damage. The Stern Pioneers went down. Command Panther looking for some revenge, and that's actually a fresh Panther for Crossfire. Didn't want to wait for the elephant. Going in for the kill here, but oh, might go down in response. Oh, there it does go down. Maybe to the Churchill or the M1.
We lost a gun crew.
Didn't last too long on the battlefield there, but did knock out one Sherman, didn't he? So could have gone worse if he didn't knock out that Sherman. You know, he did miss quite a few shots on it. He would have been kicking himself. White phosphorus barrage there, going to town from that mortar half track. Stuka barrage. Cruise the pack howitzer again. They're getting aggressive. No packs nearby, but maybe he's going to steal away the M1. He does. And there is a Centaur. No, he's going to be at his, basically at his supply limit here. Not going to have much capping infantry. Still hasn't got a repair upgrade on his second squad engineers as well. So much armor on the field, definitely necessary. Oh, Sherman goes down, looking for a flank on the Brumbier, and maybe now the Jackson going to go down as well. Command Panther blitzing in. Wow. Stolen the M1, making itself felt. Allies thinking about rotating around with the rest of the armor, but you know, he's throwing good tanks after bad there. Decide to disengage. Stuka barrage. Too much going on there. Oh, Sherman going after the Panzerwerfer. And has to disengage. Not quite fast enough, but almost got it. Good thoughts though from CN. He's definitely been looking through for those rocket artillery kills throughout the game, finding the angles, which can be hard. Oh, he goes down there. What are you doing, chasing? Almost getting the kill. Maybe the machine gun upgrade. Yeah, there it goes. Gets kill. Allies still have a tremendous amount of armor. Fresh Jackson on the field. They push all at once. Like, how would the Axis stop them? Oh, might lose a Centaur here. Allies do seem to be in pretty firm grasp with the VPs now, though. All this indirect fire has been whittling away at the Axis manpower. Every time they try and capture, you know, it's just like mortar pit, mortar half track. Packowie just raining death. Oh, that was more targeted at the vehicles. Ends up forcing away the Firefly. Can't help. And here comes all the anti-tank guns. Got to be careful with these Churchills. Could actually lose one here. Oh, causing the precision barrage once again. Oh man, that one scattered so fast to the side. Is that decrewing the pack? Once again, all of the British armour escaping on low health. Going back for some more repairs.
Wireless intercepts put Harry Hun on 200 points.
Bit of more smoke there. That's Sherman smoke.
Send your orders.
Sherman smoke to try cover the fuel capturing. A walking Stuka barrage. Oh, way off target this time. Even had the flare up. Running the gauntlet and making it out. British armor not quite up to full. Firefly still just over half, and this Churchill still extremely low as well. Command Panther can find an angle. Might be able to do some damage. Oh, speaking of doing some damage, Churchill's on the chase here. And get a wipe. Yeah, you can see the Axis infantry forces are really depleted right now. In a bit of strife. Yeah, kills there, not too bad. 7 on the rebuilt Werfer. Oh, Scott! What did he leave the Scott there for? He accidentally retreated the crew? Oh, that's unfortunate. 3 Scott death. Dive bomb. He's targeting right here. Ooh, just dodges forwards of it with that low health Churchill. For now, getting position for a barrage. But yeah, as you can see, this forward assembly being here is really helping the Allies control the middle VP.
A capture point is being overrun.
There's a sneaker kitten in there. Pack's firing. Could lose a Centaur here. Oh, Rakitten gets decrewed just before getting the killing blow off. Lucky break for Muno. Yeah, it's not on the drain. Oh, Panther also taking some heavy damage from the double packs and the Panther combining. One of them actually gets destroyed though. Still alive, the rocket's just falling right around it. Churchill's once again pushing forwards, making life very hard for the Axis. Oh, that is the big boy, that is the elephant now with the Axis. That will make mincemeat out of Muno's armor here. He's really relying on slow-moving, high-health vehicles, and the elephant should be able to chunk through that high health, especially as it vets up. Now he's going after the forward assembly. Elephant and Jagdtiger also very strong against some placements.
The forward position is under attack.
Dive bomb, decrease the pack out. So still alive though, the weapon. No, not for long. Artillery flare providing some really strong line of sight.
Hang on, chaps. Orders.
Looks like the mortar pit next on the agenda.
Armor here.
Could this be the turning point for the Axis? Elephant puts them in a very dominant position, and with all those spotting scopes it's usually very hard to evade. There goes that mortar pit. Remember the Scott died for free earlier as well, so the Allied indirect fire is kind of dried up now. Lost most of it. This is freshly rebuilt Scott. Looks like we're going to maybe see a Cromwell flank attempt from Muno. Scott, got to be careful. Okay, here we go. Big flank. Sherman coming in from the side. And double Jackson's going after the Brumbier. Sherman in the back lines.
There's a rather splendid Cromwell ready to go.
Oh, splitting its damage, not finding the rocket artillery. Double Jackson's not getting any kills either. Hard to evade all of these anti-tank guns that the Axis have right now. Firefly charging frontally at the elephant. Here comes the Cromwell finally coming around the side. Churchill's charging forwards. Firefly's gone down. Cromwell getting around on the rear of the elephant. Could that be the end of it? Command Panther coming back in. One more shot required to kill the elephant, but the Cromwell can't get it. Churchill's still pushing forwards. Down goes the Werfer. Second Churchill chasing in, looking for the kill on the elephant. Oh, that precision. Oh, that's the time on target. Knocking out all the anti-tank guns there. Churchill still going elephant hunting. Oh, elephant misses point blank. Panther blitzing in to try and save the day. Another bounce. Churchill's maybe got one last chance to kill the elephant. And he does so. But the Cromwell goes down. The other Churchill went down.
We've just lost a Churchill tank.
Oh, they took out the elephant, but at what cost? Muno lost basically his entire army there. Oh my god, he's not really saying that it was lucky that the elephant went down, right? It bounced 2 shots in a row before finally getting the killing blow. Wouldn't say that was lucky. Stuka barrage coming in. Ooh, that was a big one. And the Axe is still able to recruit a lot of those destroyed team weapons. So, although they did get decrewed during that battle, they're able to rebuild their army quite quickly, and now they actually have a pretty sizable army size advantage thanks to that. I don't think the Allies really had the tools to destroy the decrewed anti-tank guns and whatnot, but if you can, it can really just be the nail in the coffin, but it didn't happen. Oh, Vet 5 on that Command Panther now, wow.
Ready to move out.
Look at all these tanks queued up for Muno. Cromwell spam, is that going to be the game ender? Looks like Crossfire maybe going to try rebuild the elephant, saving up for that. Could get maybe one more squad on the battlefield though. Look at all those AT guns he has. Stuka going for another barrage up to Vet 3 now. Well dodged there though from CN. Marching out to that right, left hand side rather. Going for the VP over there. I think that's a good choice. Still have double Jacksons actually for CN. Maybe he was hiding some of that pop cap there. I didn't notice. Back up to 80 now that everything's recruit. Going for some 50 cals now. Try and hold on to the VPs. Sherman leading the charge. Double Jackson's not far behind. Missing away the Command Panther and the Stern Pioneers actually go down there. Bit of a careless loss from Scotch.
The capture point is under attack.
Double AT guns, triple AT guns now.
Heavy machine gun
Defending the Command Panther. And here we go, triple Cromwell now. Fourth one, wheeling its way onto the battlefield. Looking to do some damage. This is a random team though, remember. Their coordination on this assault might not be that strong. One Jackson goes down. Triple AT guns moving over to deal with the triple Cromwells. There they go, Cromwell's going in. Triple AT guns make mincemeat of one. The artillery coming down, forcing the AT guns to move. One AT gun going down, but that's a Vet 3 pack. Time on target now in the next. Another Cromwell goes down. Command Panther going in. Time on target taking too long. Doesn't do any damage to the packs despite them taking a long time to reposition. And the Cromwell spam here not working out too well. Loses two of them, doesn't get much done in response. But maybe the Allies can strangle out a few of the VPs. In the meantime, they have pushed the Axis right back into their base. That Vet 3 pack has been a weapon though, super strong rate of fire on it. Just chop through those Cromwells. Sending the vehicle crew over. Do some capping. Could equip with them with an M1919. Might help them out a little bit. Grease guns on them, not very strong. So you might try to stick around and get the neutralize here. Everything helps. Both teams getting low on VPs, getting close to ticking under 100. Double AT guns now on the left. 50 cal locking down the middle nicely. Okay, fresh elephant on the field now for Crossfire. Vet 5 Command Panther also fully repaired. Ooh, he's calling in some base howitzer fire. Has got Anvil as well. Has those airburst shells. That's pretty lethal. Double AT guns back here. Sherman finding the angles though. Jackson, got to be careful. Command Panther on the chase. Oh, misses the killing blow, and Jackson going to escape. Oh, we're spinning around. But the Command Panther did pull back. Didn't chase at the very least. Just took a barrage. Going for the double Scots and does over half health on both of them. A follow up from the Elephant. Knocks out one. Scotch calls GG. Walking Stuka goes down. In come the triple Cromwells. But they also... Oh, they knocked out the Command Panther as well. Triple Cromwells. Too busy focusing on that going down, but that's enough for the Axis to throw, and the Tau probably would have come through and mopped up the rest of the units over here. So fair enough. Well played by the Allies, as you can see there. As long as the random team are high enough in skill, even against a super high rank ranged team like this, they can still get the job done. I was very impressed by the play of CN. Finding some nice opportunities to get into the back lines, knocking out the indirect fire. I feel like there was that moment where Crossfire got the Panther, which ended up going down almost straight away, delaying his Elephant a long way. The game might have been a different story if he just saved a little bit longer and went for the Elephant at that stage. But either way, excellent match, and very happy about that. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Bye, and good luck.